righty, it's 6:22 a.m. on this Saturday morning here in sunny California, 69 degrees outside. Welcome this morning. Going to work. Be about 45 to 50 minutes here driving. Yep. We'll see. How's everybody? And I'll be reading the chat when I get to work. But yeah, the days are getting shorter. The time is going to change here. They're going to go back an hour here in California. The sun hasn't even come out yet. Yep. Yeah, see, the sun is not even out yet. You can see the bright red over there. Sun is going to be coming out, but probably by the time I'm almost at work. Yep. So everybody, go check out my family and friends list. Go check out my regular list. Go check out my community tab for all those amazing channels. Yes, I got a new family and friends list, everybody. Go check it out. We got some, we have My Animal House. We have, we have TNT Balls. We have James Skype. We have Samantha Skype. We have Spider Mom. We have Mark the Spider Guy. We have Sherry Matcat. New channels on the family and friends list. We got Zelda. He's from Indonesia. He does Hot Wheels. We have Tony Diecast. He also does Hot Wheels. We have Fanatic Connecting Guru. We have the Explorer, the Stock Explorer, Nora. We have who else we have on there? It's a new list, so I haven't memorized it yet. Who else is on there? Who else is on that list? Well, go check out the new list, guys. It's a new family and friends list. Go check it out. Make sure you share out the live. Check out all the amazing channels. Also on my community tab, we got channels like Nitro Freak. We have John Paul. We have Brooklyn. We have, who else we got on there? Real Catfishing with Mr. Parker and Mrs. Parker. We have Terry Catfish Terry. We have Nims on there. Go check out Nims. And he will be live today. I believe it's 9:30 Eastern time, I think. Or 9:45, I forget. But he'll be on in about another 20, 30 minutes. He goes on for about 3 hours or so, answering and talking about YouTube stuff. Go check it out, everybody. Well, here's the part of the internet, about the highway where the internet goes in and out. We'll see how we do today. Sometimes it goes really bad, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, so the days are getting colder now, guys. Yes, yes, yes. The sun is not out even. Well, the good thing is I'm not working a 12-hour shift this weekend. Only 8 hours today and tomorrow, so gonna get a break from the overtime. Yep. Well, it looks like the internet is not having a problem today. That's good. Yeah. Yeah. So traffic doesn't seem too bad today, but it should be getting kind of busy here this after Halloween. Always the desert gets full of people every weekend. Coming to spend time in the desert with their little sand buggies and motorcycles and quads and three-wheelers. But yeah, it's been good. Yeah, the spider, I don't know, it just it's getting colder, so maybe the spider, in the wintertime, spiders don't really eat that much because there's not a lot of bugs. They kind of go like in a hibernation kind of state. I put one of those worms in there. Still didn't touch it. worm is turning to a larvae state, which then it's going to turn into a beetle. So we'll see if the spider attacks it before it becomes a beetle. It has before. But we'll see. And of course, the tarantula out in the wild, well, it's doing fine. Haven't seen any of the jackrabbits. So maybe they're out having babies or something. I don't know, or making babies. So we'll see what happens. Look at this guy. What are you doing? Jesus. Changes lanes instead of just going forward. Just go the speed limit. But he's scared of the guy that was coming behind him, I guess. I don't know. Oh, the Rangers. Forest Ranger up ahead. Yep. Yep. So at least we don't have clouds today. It should be a nice sunny day today. As soon as the sun decides to come out, probably another half hour or so. Yep. There's some traffic today, not too much. But for everybody, make sure you get your community tab. If you don't have your community tab, make sure you enable your community tab. It's available to everybody now. No matter how many subscribers you have, you don't have to go wait till you get 500 subscribers now. So go get it. Go enable it. I believe it's under your settings and under advanced settings. So go get it. And if you don't know how to do it, go check out Nimmons. He's on my community tab also. He'll show you. Go and check his videos out. He talks about how to do it. Or check your analytics. It's probably on there also. Probably has a video how to do it. So go check out some of those amazing channels on my community tab. like Venus Martinez. She's from Canada. She speaks English and Spanish. Go check out. Look at that guy. He's gonna run the. Yep, ran the red light. But go check out all those amazing channels on my community tab. Check out all those new channels on my family and friends list. Yep. And I believe Nitro and about another 13 people with John Paul are going to be building a model here pretty soon. I think it's next month. They're going to do a build off, and they're all going to build like different models on a live. I think it's going to be on John Paul's channel. So go if you're not subscribed to him. Dang, look at this guy flying. Probably going about 80 miles an hour, man. Oh, flying. Yep. But yeah, we need to get those. Thanks for the subscription. Make sure if you watch one of my videos, leave a comment. I will answer my comments. and I will check out your channel and subscribe to your channel. The only thing is that YouTube right now, it's not allowing me to subscribe to anybody because it says that I don't have enough people subscribed to me. I'm subscribed to so many people because I think I have probably I'm subscribed to probably like about 1,000 people, I think, or a little less. And I've only got like I was up to 916, but now it's down to like 902. People are, I guess they're unsubscribing, you know. I always try to support everybody that supports me. Oh, go check out the channels from the Philippines. You got MDT. We have Jade. We have Cats. CATZ. We have Mondel. We have Zaya. Go check out all those great channels. They're on my community tab. Go check out Corky. She's got an amazing channel. She's one of the like food preppers. They grow their own vegetables, have their own chickens and ducks and turkeys, and they also have live streaming. So go check them out. Yeah, so lately I've been getting a message like when I try to subscribe to somebody, but it depends what kind of phone I was using. When I was using my Android, it'll say that you don't have enough subscribers. Yeah, like you have too many. You don't have enough. You're subscribed to too many people. You need more subscribers to subscribe to you. On my iPhone, it just says an error. You can't subscribe to them. The only way I can subscribe to somebody is if I unsubscribe to somebody else. And I don't want to do that, but I'll see if somebody's not subscribed to me. So go check out all those amazing channels. Well, it's almost that time of year again. Time to get the axe out and kill the gobble gobble, kill the turkey. Yeah, I remember when I was up living up in San Jose area, and it was like I told my mom, I'm like, you know what? I don't know, we might not have a Thanksgiving dinner that year. We were kind of low on funds that year, so but we were always going to church and stuff. And then they had a program, for the church. They were handing out turkeys and hams and other food products to people that are low income. So we decided to volunteer, to make the boxes because we were packing boxes, you know. So we started packing boxes for people, and we didn't know that they were going to give us a box, you know. But later on we found out, So we were handing boxes. I think it was like a week before Thanksgiving. And then I remember praying and saying, well, Lord, whatever we get, maybe we'll buy one of those little, sometimes they put those specials on some hams, the canned ham, as they say. They're like 99 cents, so like $9 for them. So then we were like, okay, and then they gave us a box with a turkey and a ham and like everything you need for Thanksgiving. So we go, oh well, I guess we are going to have a pretty good Thanksgiving. And then somebody else, gave us a turkey. They donated a turkey. So we had another turkey. So we ended up with another. So we had two turkeys. Then like right before Thanksgiving, like the week of Thanksgiving, somebody else, they knock on our door and they're like, hey, you know what, we got a turkey for you, and it was it was odd because they had it in like a potato sack, a potato sack, and I'm like, okay, well. So then they handed me the bag, and then I go, oh, okay, thanks a lot, and then they left. And then I brought it in, and I'm like, I look in the bag, and there's a turkey in there, but it's not dead. It's a live turkey. So we got a live turkey in the bag, feathers and all. So I told my dad, hey, We got a live turkey. I go, so I don't know. I've never had a live turkey. So he goes, oh, okay. He goes, well, he said he'll butcher it, you know. So we had in the kitchen, we had a sink that had two things on it, like two sides. So, oh no, I'm sorry. This one only it was one big sink. Yeah, it was a pretty big sink. So this was a pretty good sized turkey, and it was at least over 15 pounds. So then my dad, he got a real sharp knife and held the turkey down. My mom helped him holding the turkey down in the sink, and then cut its throat, and then let the blood, let it drain out. And of course it was moving for a bit, but then it died, instantly. And then we turn on the hot water, basically, because with hot water you basically take, that way you could take off all the feathers, so we took off all the feathers of the turkey and washed it, opened it up, took out all the insides and everything, and so I got a chance to see how you would butcher a turkey. Same thing like you do with chickens, it's just a bigger bird. But yeah, we ended up with 3 turkeys, and I believe ended up with 2 hams. So we had food for Thanksgiving and New Year's, It was a good year. As they say, the Lord will provide what you need. So just, we'll pray for all those people, that don't have anything to eat. Bless them, Lord, with a meal. May they have a good Thanksgiving coming up and a good Christmas. But yeah, sometimes people are always whining and complaining about little things that they don't have, but yet there's a lot of homeless people. You never think about it, and then you always say, well, that's because they're lazy. They don't want to get a job. They had a job. A lot of them had a job and they lost their job. I mean, there is some people that are homeless that could be at home with somebody, but they just don't want to be there because then they have to follow rules. A lot of people don't want to follow rules. I mean, I'm doing security, but I did security at hospitals, and there was people like that. I met a lady that she used to be a school teacher, and she had a bunch of money in the bank. She could get her own apartment and live in an apartment, pay rent and everything. But she would rather roam the streets and drink all her money away. But that's the way she wanted to live. I remember the first time I met her, she was outside of the emergency room, and she threw herself on the ground, and I'm like, oh my God, is she okay? So
So I asked her, "Are you okay?" So like, "Oh, they nobody cares. They treat me like a dog and this and that." I'm like, "Oh." So I went inside and I called the nurses and told them, "Hey, there's I don't know if this lady's okay outside. She's on the ground. She's laying on the ground by where you sit down in the emergency area outside." Then the nurses come out and they see who it is and they're like, "All right, Margaret, get up, get off the floor." She goes, because they already knew her. She would always do that. So that they go, when you need help, come on into the hospital. We'll see how you're doing. And then if she's doing bad, she'll end up in one of the rooms, or they'll just release her from the emergency room. But even the social worker came by and talked to her and said, "Margaret, you can get your own apartment, because they check, see if she can pay for anything." And yeah, she had money in the bank, because she used to be a school teacher, so she has a good pension, and she also worked regular, so she also has Social Security, so she was getting good money. She just doesn't want to pay rent, electricity, gas, water, So she would just, find a place to stay. But, even the desert gets cold in the wintertime. It gets up 28 degrees, and then with wind, it gets pretty cold. Water does freeze. And then the summers are real rough here, so yeah, I mean, I do feel sorry for some homeless people that they have health issues, or they have mental issues, but and family. There's sometimes family members they don't take care of the parents, when they get older. I mean, I know I'm gonna get older. I'm 61. My wife's 58. But my younger son, he's already taking care of my wife. Because last year my wife had a stroke. So she lost her vision. May 28th was the day that I'll never forget. We took her to the hospital. They said, yeah, she had multiple strokes. She had not just had this, that year, the couple years before, supposedly. So she ended up losing all her sight, but at least everything else works. Because some people, when they get a stroke, they lose function, they can't move, they can't eat, they can't walk. But no, she only lost her sight. So she can still. My son helps her with everything, making her food, making sure she eats, making sure she showers, goes to the bathroom and everything, But some people, they put their family members, they stick them in those supposedly hospitals that take care of them 24/7. They don't take care of them. They'll take care of them for the time that they go in there and check on them, like see how if they're IV or if they're or whatever, but they don't, if they need help, they supposedly have to press a button, you know. But if they don't press, if they can't find the button, how are they gonna press it, you know? Yeah, when my wife she first got sick, she ended up 3 days in the hospital, and then she ended up 21 days in one of those hospitals. I didn't want to do it, but I had to get the house ready because you know it wasn't handicap accessible, the restroom and stuff like that. So we had to get the showers done. So we said, well, they said 21 days that Social Security will pay for a stay in one of those places, and my older son, oh yeah, they're gonna take care of her there. Yeah, I go, no, they're not. I mean, I knew how those hospitals are. I mean, I've worked in 2 regular hospitals, and they don't take care of you. If your loved ones go to the hospital, don't leave them by themselves. Go visit them every day. If you have time, make sure some family member goes visit them, because they're not going to take care of your loved ones. Nurses don't have time for doing anything other than filling up paperwork and handing out medication. And then the CNAs, they have too many patients. They only work 8-hour shifts, and then they give them over 10 patients and clean and take to the bathroom. So what do? They put a pamper on them, and then if they mess themselves up, they come in once a day. They clean them. If they're lucky, you know. But that's the way it is. Don't leave them in those hospitals. It's a scary thing, man. I told my son, you put me, you let me die before you put me in them damn hospitals. They're just a money machine. Basically, they just take people's money. They don't care. They keep you alive for that check. They talk to you real nice before you get there. Oh yes, we're here. We have your wife's room ready for her. Oh, it's a very nice room. Blah blah blah. And this was during the sickness, so we couldn't even go in to visit her. We had to look at her from outside the window in the bushes. It's like, because COVID, the sea. So I was like, man. So it was a sad thing to see my wife in that hospital. But as soon as we got one of the bathrooms ready, we picked her up. And she was all like, the hospital wanted to keep her longer. I'm like, no, you're not gonna keep her any longer. Oh, but she needs therapy. I go, we'll give her therapy at home. I'll be there next to her. My son is gonna be in the other room. Oh, but we take good care of her here. Yeah, right. She could barely walk because they never got her out of bed. Her hair was all like tied in a knot. She used to have long hair all the way down the middle of her back. When I got home, I ended up having to cut it off because it was all I couldn't unknot it. It was like in knots. I'm like, so I just I had a trimmer, so I trimmed her hair down to her, like a little bit, like almost to her shoulder. Because those idiots never combed her hair, and who knows if they even gave her a bath or a shower. They probably did sponge baths. And then for 21 days they kept her in a pamper. Never got her up. Even after I even told them that she could walk, there's nothing wrong with her. All she is blind. But they see the chart, stroke. Even they were feeding her like baby food, and I'm like, she can eat real food, she can chew, she can swallow. She didn't have that, there's different kinds of strokes. But no, you need to talk to your nurses, and the thing is, nurses switch shifts every 12 hours, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. If you ever go to the hospital and you go in those times, you're not going to get any help unless you're having a heart attack. You'll get help, but if not, you're gonna have to wait because they're gonna be changing shifts. They're gonna be doing pass downs of all the medications they're taking and blah blah blah. CNAs, they're 8-hour shifts, so there's 3 in every shift. I mean, there's 3 in every day, and they change shifts. But man, when I worked at the hospital, I saw a lot of stuff that, patients are in the room and they're like, help, help. And nurses, they're too busy to come. The CNAs, they're too busy because somebody's either dying or they're too busy cleaning them up. They only have 8 hours in every shift, and you got too many patients. All day they're just cleaning bedpans, cleaning sheets. That's the CNA's job. But you can't blame the nurses. It's the system. They don't have enough coverage. We think that we hope that we go to a hospital they're gonna take care of us. Well, in the emergency room they might, and then that's if not everybody crashes at the same time. If not everybody say if you got 30 beds full of people having heart attacks, people are gonna die. Don't have enough nurses, don't have enough doctors. They're usually only like maybe 2 or 3 doctors, or two doctors, and then one that's like gonna be a doctor, but he knows what to do. There's other doctors there to see that he does everything right. Nurses, there's only maybe five nurses in the emergency room. So there's not a lot of nurses in the hospitals. People think that, oh yeah, there's all kinds of nurses that are in the hospital there taking care of all the patients. No. And then I don't know, you probably heard this. If anybody that's gone to the hospital and you're in the emergency room and they're going to put you in a regular room, they always tell you, why is it taking so long to get you a room? They're all like, we're waiting for a room to open up. They're not waiting for a room to open up. They're waiting for a nurse. There's rooms, believe me. There's rooms, but there's not enough nurses to take care of those patients. Before they didn't have rules and they could give as many patients as they wanted to the hospital. But now there's certain rules that they can only have so many patients per nurse. CNAs, it's a big difference. But because I used to walk the hallways and I see all these rooms empty. But yet, in the emergency room, they're telling them that they're waiting for a room, and I'm like, to myself, I'm going, well, all these rooms are empty. What do you mean they're waiting for a room? Nah, they're waiting for a nurse. They can put you in a room, but who's going to take care of you up there? And then it's worse if you have to be in the ICU, because in the ICU. There's only so many beds. and there's usually one nurse, and he's watching a bunch of monitors in every room. That's in every room, because they hook up the heart monitors, so they're monitor. One guy's monitoring everybody, and then there's regular nurses. Oh, shoot, I got to. Forgot to get my. Alrighty. But yeah, they don't have enough. They don't have enough doctors, and that's why everybody got sick all at once. Nobody anywhere could handle it. That's why so many people died. A lot of people died from the sickness, but it was because they couldn't get the help to them. It's like, say you only have 10 doctors, 20 nurses, but yet everybody, you got over 200 people sick and dying. I mean, what are you going to do? You can't. Not everybody's going to get help. I mean, and if they're all dying, you know, somebody's going to die. It's kind of like a war. When I don't know if you ever seen the show MASH, where they're like taking care of patients and stuff like that, and they they're like, okay, well he can wait, and then that we'll take care of this one, this patient. Hey boss, what's up? What's up? Let's see, Tin Man, what's in the box? Welcome, welcome. Nitro Freak, what's up? What's up in the box? John Paul, what's up? Bud Files, welcome, welcome. Let's see, Mom Knows Treasures, what's up? GWT, Ditka family. Yep, so, alrighty. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Everybody have a good one, and God bless everybody. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time it is everywhere. Till next time, as Key says, call your mama, tell her you love her, because you don't know how long you're going to have her. Thanks a lot, everybody. Bye-bye.